junior doctors protesting against the delay in Congress in the college allotments of postgraduate medical students are holding a meeting to decide whether they will continue their protest or call it off till the Supreme Court hearing on the NEET issue actually takes place on the 6th of January. Now, the doctors are actually protesting and wanting to get more workforce as they are anticipating that there will be more cases rising up and they need that sort of support. And all this is currently hanging with the Supreme Court and the doctors there who've been protesting for a month now. Remember, last evening protests got intensified. There were police had to be called in and the doctors then carried out their protest outside one of the police stations in the national capital as well. Today they had a meeting directly. The association there had a meeting directly with the health ministry, and we are yet to see any result come out of that. Meanwhile, the health minister has given a comment. Let's listen in.
सभी रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर के साथ मेरी आज विस्तार से मीटिंग हुई है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केस सब जुडिशियल होने से हम काउंसलिंग नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, लेकिन 6 तारीख को सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सुनवाई है। उसके पहले भारत सरकार की ओर से हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट में हमारा रिपोर्ट सबमिट कर देंगे और मैं अपेक्षा करता हूं कि तुरंत ही काउंसलिंग स्टार्ट हो जाए।
All right, so the health minister is saying that he hopes the issue will be resolved quickly. Sonakshi joins us from the spot of that protest. Sonakshi, any conclusion really on which way this is going? We understand a series of meetings have happened between the protesting doctors and the health ministry now.
Well, that's right. A series of meetings have been held, but the most important meeting that was supposed to be taking place and the most anticipated is the one between the resident doctors, between FODA and several other resident doctor associations with the health minister himself. Remember, they wanted to march to the health minister's residence as well. So the outcome so far of the meeting, and I spoke to Dr. Manish and we'll play that out for you as well. In that, Dr. Manish, who is the president of the Resident Doctors Association, tells us that the meeting invitation was from the health minister himself, who was present in the meeting, and he has assured that a date for that counselling, NEET and PG counselling date will be announced perhaps on the 6th of January of the Supreme Court hearing. The second demand that they have been pushing, the doctors have been pushing for, is an apology from the Delhi police for what they call an alleged manhandling of some of their doctors while they were, what they say, peacefully protesting in the last couple of days. But I want to get quick reactions from the resident doctors themselves who have been protesting here. I'm joined by several of them. I would like to come to you first. If you can introduce yourself and tell me the outcome so far is that the strike goes on, because Dr. Manish has said that the strike will continue. But what is it that you want as a resident doctor today?
Hello, I'm Dr. Dipashri from UCMS and GTBH Hospital.
Right.
I am right now in anesthesia department, and personally I also want the strike to go on, but we are all deciding till now, this point of time, what we'll do properly.
So the strike will continue because your demands have not yet been met?
Yes,
okay.
Health Minister is not very clear about regarding what they will do on 6th.
Right. I also want to understand from you all, you're also resident doctors of the anesthesia department. You all have been protesting here. How long have you all been protesting for? And your demands are still the same? Will you not move till such time?
See, we have got assurance from the health minister. Our representatives have gone and met them. But the final decisions has still not been taken regarding the continuation of strike or not. Our RDA is still in talks with us and other RDAs of the Delhi. And we will take an informed decision, taking everything in mind, so that the patient, people, as well as our demands are met. And we have been assured by the Honorable Health Minister regarding the whole issue also.
Right, okay.
So we are still in the process of talks.
Still in the process of talks. Last word from you as a doctor today. You are on the streets protesting. That should not be the case, especially at a time when cases are rising. What do you feel as a doctor today? What are your sentiments?
As a doctor, we are not very interested in staying on the streets. That is not our job. Our job is to take care of patients. But it has been totally hampered because of the decisions made by the government. We are extremely disappointed because of the slowness of the government and what the delays that it has been making continuously, even on our continuous demands to expedite the hearings and to meet our demands. But it has only been given verbal assurances and we have not done anything.
Today, as a doctor, you feel helpless and disappointed given the state of affairs. I spoke to Dr. Manish, the president of the Resident Doctors Association, the person who has been really leading the talks with the health minister. Please listen in to what he told to me earlier. Joining me right now is Dr. Manish from the FODA. He's the president of the Resident Doctors Association. Dr. Manish, what is the final outcome? You met the health minister. Did he call you or did you ask for a meeting? And what has been discussed? What can you share with us?
The invitation was from their side, and different representatives from different hospital as well as FODA representatives attended the meeting. And in that meeting, it was like we had two demands. One, the minister should assure that the NEET PG counselling the date of the NEET PG counselling will get decided on 6th of January on the date of hearing. And
Supreme Court hearing.
Yeah, in the Supreme Court. And the second was the Delhi police should apologize in the public regarding the brutal attack that they had done on the resident doctors who were protesting. So after that meeting, he had a press conference also with the media. Moreover, he told us minutes of meeting will also be released. So now we will have internal meeting with the representatives of RDA and FODA. Only after that we will decide.
What did the health minister tell you when you put your demands in front of him? What did the health minister tell you, or did a team from him tell something? Was he there?
No, he was there.
Okay.
He himself was there.
Okay.
And he has given us assurance via media as well as via minutes of meeting that on 6th of January he will get the date of counselling.
Till when will this protest, this strike continue?
We will have meeting with the Resident Doctors Association of different states also, as well as the Resident Doctors of Delhi. Then only we can decide what is to be done.
My last question is, OPDs are impacted, medical services have been impacted because resident doctors are on this strike, on this protest. What do you have to say about that?
We have full sympathy for the patients because we care a lot for our patients, and you must have seen in both the COVID waves how the doctors have dedicatedly worked and for the patient care. So it's totally the fault of government, failure of the government that the patients are not getting the treatment.
And the meeting is happening tonight, later in the evening?
Yeah, later in the evening.
Okay.